So, as many of you know, Valve's newest game, Deadlock's playtest, has been going around like wildfire recently. And if you somehow don't know what Deadlock is, I'll give you a brief explanation now. But it's basically a 6v6 third-person shooter, and it's like a mixture between like a MOBA, like League of Legends or Dota, and Overwatch with all of its abilities and team play. And they kind of combine together to make like a totally new concept, which I find pretty cool. And with more and more people playing this playtest, and with the playtest being like restricted to allotted times that matchmaking would work essentially, because it wouldn't outside of these times at all. You could only play like sandbox, I think. And to nobody's surprise, the timers have now been removed, so this is essentially a full release, kind of. The game was also like updated somewhat. I think there were some graphical changes. There was definitely like some UI updates with the map, and I think a few other things as well. Not really too sure. The map was definitely the most noticeable though. And this just kind of feels like a full release, though it really isn't yet since you still need to be invited by a friend, but that is insanely easy to get at this point. And since the player counts have risen so high recently, which I think it's maxed out at about like 150k, maybe it hit 200k already, I don't really know, but I think I remember 150k was that number. So with so many people already playing the game, this might go beyond a playtest by at least a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever's called the full release comes out super soon. Within definitely a month or so, I would say. Can't really imagine it going on for much longer than that. And the game now is already in a pretty solid state, you know, there's not that much to complain about. I guess you could bring up the fact that there's only one map, though. There is definitely enough variety among the lanes. You'll never really get the same thing every game, even though it is like in the same setting. I actually forget the exact number of heroes, but there's at least 10 or 20, like a dozen or two, like a good number of heroes at the current moment. And each of them offer a different playstyle, more or less, have different suggested updates, just a whole bunch of different shit. And sooner or later, I imagine they'll be expanded on. They are already like doing slight reworks with characters that already exist. I remember for some reason earlier today, the sniper and the goo guy were both red and unselectable to me, so I guess they were working on something. Later, there was also an update that came out that re-added them. I don't know if that was just me or like a worldwide thing, but the game is definitely still actively being worked on, which should be expected. So, I really do have high hopes for this game. I could see it going a lot of places. I've been having a lot of fun with it recently. Uh, I'm playing a lot of Dead Rising, but besides that, I've been playing the shit out of this game. So I'm really looking forward to see where Valve takes it. I might make some videos like explaining some of the heroes or whatever the fuck you want to call them, but anyway, that's all I really wanted to get into today. That the timers are gone and you can now play whatever you want, so have fun, I guess.